Hello, I'd like to tell the difference between the alt-right and the conservative. People often, more often than not, mistake the two and think they're the exact the same when they are not. They're two very different things from each other. Alt-right mostly are young white men from 30, in their late 20s to 50s and 60s. A lot of them were young white men who believed that they were owed something in life. You see, we all came here with the American dream that we are going to make it in this country, but they were told from a certain point in their life that they were entitled to things, that they should be great, and never was there any conversation with things don't just get handed to you. You have to work and you have to take personal responsibility. You see, I feel the irony of the alt-right is their hatred comes from being privileged but not getting what they believe they were privileged to, rather than suffering real oppression. They never suffered real oppression. It came from being privileged and being denied something because of their privilege. They never were taught that in the real world you have to earn things, that things don't just come to you. Conservatives, on the other hand, are not like that at all. Although a lot of them may have issues with immigration, they are not as racist as the alt-right. The alt-right are very, very racist. I, as a conservative, have no problems with immigration. And I feel like the reason why a lot of people come to this country is to become free from oppression. If you don't believe me, ask your grandmother or your grandfather or your aunt or your uncle, why did you come to Canada? Why did you come to America? You came to this country to be freed from oppression. That's why I believe in immigration. I believe that people should have the right to immigrate to this country. But on top of that, conservatives, what they believe is free market venture capitalism. This idea that in this country, yes, a poorer person may have less of an advantage to become rich. They still, if they put the effort and the time and the self-discipline into learning a skill or a trade and developing a product, they may not become millionaires, but they could become financially successful. You see, alt-right people, they have concerns that we all have. Financial disparity, this idea that the market is not good, we may lose our job, we may lose everything, which is common for all people. A lot of people have these issues, except for rich people. It argues that you shouldn't pursue capitalism because maybe 50 people in the world are billionaires and that makes them evil. But the small business owner who wants to work their way out of poverty, that's an honorable thing. You are creating jobs for people. You are putting food on the table of other people. That is a noble and that is an honorable thing. You see, conservatives and alt-right are not the same thing. Conservatives aren't carrying this message of hatred and bigotry. We are just trying to argue that economics and capitalism might be not so bad. But I don't believe in bigotry and racism because I feel like what makes Canada so great is that it's a multicultural country and there's so many people and so many cultures to learn from.